Hello everyone, welcome back to my garden and welcome to our April garden tour. We are starting with one of my favorite areas, and if you remember, I have pink, white for my Supertunia, vista bubblegum and silverberry, and look at this, like the bubblegum is so vigorous, it's taken over most of the silverberry. So I thought because there was a vista silverberry, it was going to be a good competition for the bubblegum, but no, the bubblegum is all the way everywhere, but I like the combination, the pink and white though. And look right here, it looks like it's climbing up the tree. That is so pretty to me. Wow, keep going higher. If you look around here, see, it's climbing up. So I really like this one. This is pretty. So let's continue along the side behind the bench. Here we have our clearance endless summer hydrangea. So this one has been pink, it's been hanging on, now it's dying, so now the leaves are turning brown. I'm going to come in and cut it back, and I should be getting some more in this one. I think these outside stems have died because they're still brown, but I'm going to hold on to them and see if they come back later, because with endless summer hydrangea, they bloom on both new and old wood. And if you look in here, this is the other one. We may be getting some blooms in there. And if you remember these lemon core sedum, I had them in that little area right there. Right over there. So it was the Supertunia Bordeaux and the lemon core sedum. But because the Bordeaux was going crazy and taking over, I actually brought it over here and planted it between the asters. And I think they look amazing here. Like we have the lemon core sedum. It does have some yellow blooms on it. I didn't too much like it at first, but it actually grew on me. So I kind of like the blooms now. It does look, it used to give it a chartreuse green. And I think because I have the black, so the contrast looks nice with it. And this is my aster. It's a pink aster. Not sure why it's called a pink aster when the blooms look more purple than pink. Here go another one over here. And I do have a plant tag over here. Here it is. See, it says pink aster. So these were blooms. That's how they look when they die back. And I normally just come in and pinch them off. We'll do that later. And we have a lot of new growth here, and that's going to give me more blooms. This one also have a lot of new growth on the side. And here goes some new blooms on the aster over here. It's coming in, it's coming in. So next to the aster, we have, and it's behind the bench, we have my coreopsis. Here goes some buds that's coming in. This is what it looks like when it's in bloom. It's like a yellow and red. There go another one over here. So it's going to be a ball of yellow and red. So that's going to be blooming soon. And while I'm here, let me show you my other endless summer hydrangea. This one I got from Proven Winners. Before I do that, look at this. I noticed a lot of my bubblegum, they have little pink and white. I'm not sure if it's because they need to be fertilized. I notice whenever I don't fertilize them yet, they have that color. So I use it as a reminder, hey, time to fertilize them. And they like to be fertilized, so like once a week, but I do mine like every other week. And they've been doing good. But look at all the blooms I have. So this one, so it's going to be a lot of blooms. This one's a bright pink. I actually have two. The other one is over there. Funny thing, that one over there is actually blue, but because of the soil, it depends if you have acidic soil or alkaline soil, it determines the color. So mine is actually in a pot. So they're pink. It's almost the same color as the Supertunia vista bubblegum. So this one I know for sure is a lot more pink. See, this one's a lot more pink than the bubblegum right there. And if you see over here, my bubblegum continues all the way around. Like, look at that, it's so pretty. I really like it. So pretty. And these are large petals. Like, the petals are very large for the bubblegum. Look at that. Wow. And it's coming up to my and the summer hydrangea here. This one hasn't bloomed yet. A lot of leaves, which is good. So it was the same size as the other one. So this one's a lot more leaf than this one. So this is its first year in the garden. I had it last year. All right, let's take a look from the front. Those are my bench pillows. Sometimes I come and I sit under my tree and I just enjoy. And here a better view of the Supertunias. And an even better view here. I'm really loving the pink and white, guys. And the pops of purple. Right, so we're picking up from behind the bench. So right here we have my daffodil that did not bloom this year, but hopefully, since I'm in zone 9, I'll get something next year. There's a lot of green. And this is my limelight hydrangea. I cut it back. I did my pruning already and everything. There go all my sticks and everything. There are no green leaves coming out as yet, so we're going to continue to be patient. I think this is going to look so good because it's right there next to the bench. So when you look at it, you're going to have the bench with this big green and white next to that. That's going to be so pretty to me. I'm going to be in love with it. But here's one thing I want to show you though. And I mentioned this in my previous video. Right here and right here. These are the cuttings from this here. So when I cut it back, I did my cuts. I took them about 1/3. So I took the extra long ones off. And I left some of the main sticks on there still, the long ones, just to see from my own curiosity how they do. And if you look closely, you do see that they're not dead. Let me get one right here. See, there go some knobs, so you know that they're going to bloom eventually. But right here, we have green here. And we also have green here. So this is my first propagated and not endless summer limelight hydrangea, and I got this from Tracy with Tracy's Home and Garden. She was trimming her hydrangeas back and she was like, hey, just stick them in the ground next to it and see if they root. And 2 of mine did. So all the cuttings I did, 2 of them I can actually see green on them. So that's super exciting. Now this one is kind of tall, so I'm wondering if I can train them into like hydrangea standard. That's going to take a while, but it'll be something good to see how that turns out and try. So I will continue to keep you posted on that and let you know how that turns out. But let's take a closer look. That is so amazing. And it's funny how this is blooming and that one isn't blooming. Very interesting. So moving along, this is my deep ocean salvia. This is my deep ocean salvia. Look at this. Beautiful. So these are very short. And I actually have 3 different salvias in my garden. I have that salvia, and I have the misty salvia right there, as well as the mystic fire salvia, and I'll show you those in a minute. Here go the plant tags. This one is, and I got this one last year and it came back. So it survived the winter, left it outside, didn't overwinter or anything like that. So I did a really good job coming back from last year. And in fact, it got twice the size of last year. It says non-hardy in zones 1 to 6. And I'm in zone 9, so that was good. I also have 2 daisies here. My first one is Lucille Grace Shasta Daisy. It's a perennial. And this one is by Proven Winners Amazing Daisy. That's a perennial as well. This one's the Amazing Daisy in the middle, and these 2 on the end are Shasta Daisies. So they have buds that are getting ready to bloom soon. Wow. And this one is a Shasta Daisy. I cut the older spent blooms off, and those are the remaining ones left on there. Alright, so across from this, we have my Supertunia Bordeaux, as well as my hibiscus. Oh, here goes some more buds, not blooms coming in. I had 1 flower already. So these, they got well, this one's pretty firm. It's not snapping anymore, so there may be some life there. But they died back in the wintertime. The frost came, so the branches, the canopy that was there died. So we're getting new branches, new canopies here, and surprisingly, it's growing from the top. So it's a braided hibiscus, unstandard. So the canopy is continuing to bloom on the top, not from the bottom. Actually, there is one here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off and just stick it in the ground, and it will grow back. But I don't want to stick it here. I'm going to stick it somewhere else, and it will continue to grow. So I did that before, but I left it outside, and I left it in here, and it got hit by the frost and it died because it was still young. But here go the Supertunia Bordeaux, and the only thing with that is right here we got a little burnt. I'm not sure if it's because of the concrete right here and the heat. So I may have to trim it to keep it behind the concrete, but I kind of want to spill over, so I'll see how it does. I kind of want to spill over the concrete and be one big Bordeaux. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. Going to the left. So over here, this is my toddler area. There go my Easter eggs, her little spinny thingy, and her painted garden sticks that she used sticks in the ground. Sometimes she comes out here and play with those, and my son got this for me, lights up at night. But this is my Lobularia. It's either the White Knight or the Princess. I had the tags here. I'll get it in a moment. It should be in the planter, which I need to take out because that's getting bigger. But before I get over there, this came back. This is a Kalanchoe. It got eaten by rabbits last year. I had a lot more, and this one probably didn't get dug up or not or something. It's still there. Here go my Proven Winners Holy Grail. This is some horrific hibiscus. It is still sleeping. It's not out yet. So probably around June or July I may see something. So it's not dead. It's just not time for it to be awake as yet. Here go the other salvia I was telling you about. Oh, here go the tag. Let's stop moving the tags closer because the canopies are getting so big. This one is Salvia Misty. And one of my garden friends pointed out in the comments that, because what I thought it was a mystic spire, I thought it was the same as that one. And I'm like, why did they put 2 different names in there? They were right next to each other. I didn't realize it was 2 different plants. And you can tell this one's a lot more small and compacted. And I forgot who it was, but I'll post his name on the screen. But he did mention that it's actually a lot smaller and it's a newer variety. And he is correct. It's a lot smaller than that one. That one's a lot bigger. And I like the bigger one. Let's take a look at it. See the blooms? The bloom head's a lot bigger. Like this is my hand. It's a lot bigger. And then you have the canopy down here. I need to come in and water them some more because we are getting hot down here. So this is Mystic Spires. So with Mystic Spires, it's a lot bigger canopy, and I like that. But it's pretty cool that I have 3 different ones. I like it, but my favorite is the larger one because you get longer blooms. And here with comparison, this one's like half my hand. The other one's longer than my palm. Look at that. And comparing to the deep ocean salvia, it's a lot smaller. So we are going with small, medium, and back there we have large. Pretty cool, right? All right, so let's continue on to my planter. Where are those tags? Oh, they are buried. Huh. Okay, so once I do find it, I need to take them out the pot because now I can't find it. Okay, here they are. So we have Supertunia Priscilla. I love the Priscilla. Like the flowers are so beautiful. And the cool thing with these Supertunias, they are perennials in zone 10 through 11. So I'm going to try and see if I can make them perennials in my zone 9. But it's a reach, but we'll see. And I have Supertunia Vista Snowdrift, Supertunia Mini Vista Violet Star. So all 3 of these are perennials in zones 10 through 11. And we're going to put it here where I can find it next time. But look at, so this is a snowdrift. The petals and the blooms are as large as the bubblegum. The Mini Vista Violet Star, this here is a lot smaller. Let me see if I can get a closer comparison for you. Where's my bloom? Okay, here you go, 2 right here. It's close together. So the Mini Vista is about 1/3 the size of the Vista Snowdrift, and it's spreading there. This right here, I recently got it. It was $5.98 at Home Depot. It reminds me of a Coleus, but I love the purple in it. So I had a dianthus in there, and it died. So I'm just going to put this where the dianthus was. And this is my Blue Point Juniper right here. I got this over the winter time. Was my winter container. It seems to be happy right here, so I'm going to keep it there. I was going to transfer it to my woodland area, my woodland garden, but I'm leaving it here for now. Like I haven't noticed any browning of the plant as yet. Here you go, my Priscilla. Look how beautiful Priscilla is. Wow. Wow. Like amazing. It's about the same size as the snow drift, but look at that. It got a crinkly inside. Here go another one. The only thing was over here, it seems the snowdrift took up all the space, so you can barely see it. It's on the sides. And of course, Supertunia Bordeaux, they are here. Look at those color contrasts, so beautiful. Oh, I didn't tell you. So one of them is a white knight, and the other one, when I find the tag, I'll let you know. My Lobularias, I think they're further down. Another Lobularia. Look at the little blooms. It's like a cluster of blooms on it. So that's the second one. And someone told me here goes the other one. This one is Snow Princess. So one is Snow Princess and one is White Knight. What happened was in my planter, they put both a Snow Princess and a White Knight tag in my container, so I didn't know which one was which. So someone mentioned, one of my garden friends mentioned that the White Knight is It doesn't spread as far as the Snow Princess does, more compact. So this one seems more compact in comparison to those two over there. So I think those are Snow Princesses, and this one here is the White Knight, based on what my garden friend said. And I'll put this, but here go the, so the Snow Princess, you can see them a lot more on this side, and here go the spent blooms. They look a little bit brown, but look at the, not the Snow Princess, the Priscilla. But look at Priscilla, isn't she beautiful? Hold on, let her get her own close up. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Bam! Priscilla. Ooh! Get all her angles. Get her angles. Look at that. When I tell you I'm obsessed, this flower is like so fancy. Like, it's beautiful. I think I want an entire bed of just Priscilla. Look at that. I might take her inside and see if I can keep it over the winter and so it can come back. But look at that. It's just so pretty to me. So that's the Priscilla in this spot. So there's a lot more on this side versus that one there. Let me zoom in. Hi, birdies. See, that one's getting more swell. I may take it out the pot. I'm not sure because you can't really see it over there. But this one, you can see it here. So this planter is an identical version of the other one. I'm not sure if I told you the name of this one. This one is Persian Shield. Let me give you a better angle so you can see it. So it's getting full. So the Snow Princess, look at that, it's going around. I keep calling it the Snow Princess and Priscilla. So Priscilla is going around. Here goes Snow Princess. And the mini vistas here on the other side. I like it. I think it's super cute. And I think that purple right there makes it a great standout piece as well. Who knows, I may take the juniper out. I may keep it. We'll see. All right, continuing here. So that's my front area there. Next to my Easter decor that I still have going. And if you follow me along, you know that I change these out as the season progresses. But here's a better shot. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. And I take you guys along for the ride and keep you updated as the flowers continue to get bigger. So here's the other endless summer hydrangea I was referring to. It was blue last year, bluish purple. So now the blooms are a lot faded. Not a lot, but in comparison to the other one, these look like a light pink. Here goes some more coming in. And depending on how these two pots, ooh, my pot is getting swallowed up by this silverberry. Look at that. Ooh, stay over here. Let my hydrangeas bloom. Come here, there you go. You can continue on the ground. You don't need to climb into the hydrangea container. Let me fix that. Okay, so now we got my hydrangea above them because they were trying to get in the pot. And actually, I think I had a propagated one in here somewhere. Let me see. Is it still there? And now that I'm thinking about it, I just remembered it. No, it was in the other pot. I think it was in the other pot. Oh well, we'll check on it later. All right, moving along. Okay, moving along. So next to our salvia, we also have a proven winner, Summerific French Vanilla. And yes, I am aware that these hibiscus are a bit close, but I actually planted the hibiscus last year with another plant in mind. And because they haven't bloomed yet, I just left them in the ground, and I may end up digging them out and move them in a different location later, but for right now I just want to keep them in there and see how they do. And proven winner, Summerific Edge of Night. So they're all sleeping. So see, They're not dead. If you guys have any summerific hibiscus, did I say hydrangea? If I did, my apologies. But any summerific hibiscus that you have, they are still sleeping. They're normally the last in the garden to wake up. So let them rest. They will be up probably around June or July based on what I normally see. I think they normally get up like around June or July. So I'll keep you guys posted on those. Look at this Supertunia bubblegum all up in here. Look at that. It's even coming in under this side. So this is a Christmas holly. I'm gonna come in and clean up the bottom so you can see the flowers more. So because I actually have a rose bush that's climbing up on the Christmas holly. Let me show you. I may have to insert a clip of when it was in bloom, but right now that was blooming. And I just have it wrapped around. It's not tied to the Christmas holly. It's just wrapped around. Oh, here goes a spent bloom here. You need to come in and deadhead that. But there goes spent bloom. And it looks so cute because you have the red berries and then you have the rose contrasted against it, which I think is so pretty. And here goes, oops. Here goes a stem here. This is actually a rose stem right here. Here goes the bud there. I need to come in and kind of make sure it's going around. So this is a cane. This is the main cane that's going around. And this is one of the lateral canes that's coming off the main cane. I wonder if you can train the lateral canes to go around. I think you can. So I'm going to come in and do that. So that's what it looks like. So I was saying I'm going to come in and clean up around there with the Christmas holly, so this way the rose can continue going around. But it's leafing out quite a lot. Here go my sea of petunias. And like I said, they're not just any petunias, they're Supertunias. So you have the white and the pink. And they go around. It's so colorful. And they are mingling and having fun with their friends. So I have 2 double knockout roses. Here's one. And the red, so I'm not sure if this is considered a sucker or if it's just a new shoot. If you guys know, let me know. And I always hear people say they cut off the suckers. Like, why are the suckers good? That seems like new shoot and new plant for the rose. Why do we not want suckers? Well, as the name says, sucker, I'm guessing it's nutrients, but it looks like it's part of the plant though. And it's just red. Like I said, it's new. But I'll keep an eye on it. Comment below and let me know. This one right here is one that I got from from Costco. And it's actually yellow. So I transplanted. I have a video. I'll link that below. But I transplanted. It was actually in a container. And I put it in the ground. And since it's in the ground, it's doing so much better than it was in the container. Like in the container, I don't think it was draining properly. So it wasn't getting as much nutrients as it should, I guess. Here go another one. See, these are red here. This is a red plant. And it has a bud on it. So I think it's fine. So I don't think these are considered suckers. But I think because it's new is why it's red, I'm guessing. But if you guys know, comment below and let me know. And here go 3 buds coming in. And so I have red, yellow, red, and it's another yellow one right here. And what in the world happened to this leaf? And there is so many diseases you have to worry about with roses. Oh, here go another bloom right here, another yellow bloom coming in, another one here. Got the buds. There's quite a few rose buds on here, so that's exciting. But yeah, so I hope those is just sun damage and not no kind of disease to the plants. If you guys know that, comment below and let me know as well. Here go my big salvia. Like one of my favorite views is here. Like look at that. Got the chair, the salvia, and the Bordeaux. Like that's so pretty. Oh, look at Priscilla. Let me zoom in a little bit. That Priscilla right there. salvia and the Bordeaux. Pretty. And the last one over here is my limelight hydrangea. This one gets a lot more sun than my other one. So this will get afternoon sun and the one get morning sun. So it's actually leafing out a lot better. And I have look at that. Ooh, so you can see all the cuts that I made. There's 2 new ones coming in. So I made a cut there. So this one I didn't make any cut. There's nothing coming in that one, but all the cuts that I made, there's new shoots coming in where I cut it from. Like, see, here go perfect example right here. I cut it there and there's 2 branches coming off. So it's good to prune your hydrangeas. This way you can get more shoots on them. So that's exciting. And it's actually raining right now. And I have my woodland garden. I haven't showed you yet, but the rain is coming down. Oh, I actually did not show you my snapdragon. So this right here is actually a snapdragon. The blooms are dying out. If I have a clip, I'll insert it and show you what my snapdragon looks like in its prime. But yeah, I think they will make a cute cut flower. So here is the garden from this side. When I tell you this salvia right here, I just love how big it is and the purple flowers that it gives off. And ignore my wall. I keep telling you guys I'm going to clean it. But remember, I had the bush here, so because of the sprinkler in the bush, it just caused over there to be dirty. I'm not sure if it's hard watering, but I need to come in and clean it off. I have so much garden jobs to do that the list is super long. So much garden projects to do. But there it is. Actually, I didn't show you my volunteer begonia. Is this yeah, this is begonia. I had the begonias I think 2 years ago, and I was like, look at that popping up here. And this was where I had my hyacinths. So I'm just coming in and slowly cutting them back as they turn brown. And the tulips are over here getting swallowed by the Supertunias. Like, they're brown, so they're there. I'll see if they come back next year. I'm leaving them in ground. I was going to dig them up, but I'm just going to leave them in the ground for next year. And the rain lets up a little, guys, so let me run to the other side. All right, here go my hibiscus. So this one is up. This one is by Bloomables. This is my head over heels passion hibiscus. So these are dinner plate blooms, similar to the summerific hydrangeas, hibiscus, not hydrangeas, but similar to the summerific. And look at that, they already have buds, like the whole thing, a whole bunch of buds. And there's buds everywhere you look. There's buds. And this plant is waist high, so it's already tall already. Look at all the branches, canes, stems, whatever you call them, on the bottom. Like, it has a big canopy. Look at that. So it's ready. See, it's sprinkling. That's why they're wet. It's raining. But I'm so excited to see this because it's going to be pink and green against the white. That's exciting. And I'm working on here. I need to come in and dig up all the ranunculus. That's where the grass is. I need to come in and dig all that up. Is this a ranunculus? That's a weed. That's not a... Is it? It's a... Is it? Wait. It is a ranunculus. Oh my... Guys. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I thought it was a weed. Here got a weed here. Let me get this weed out so I can see my ranunculus. Hold up. So I just took these weeds out that were here hiding my ranunculus. But it is a ranunculus. Look. Yep. I have a bud. So all of you guys that have been waiting patiently for my ranunculus update, here it is. So I have this one and it won't zoom in. Okay, hold on. There it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There you go. This is the only one that survived. Like, the other ones, like, the stems are not so strong. Like, these are all flopping over. So I said I was going to come in and dig them up because if you look, the other ones, they're all died. Like, they got drowned because a pipe broke. So I'm not even sure if they're even there because they drowned because of the pipe leak that I have. And this one is actually on the slope. So this is on the higher ground. And look, Now I feel like coming and putting a stake on it to hold it up, but oh, I'm so excited. We have a ranunculus. Yay! And I'm going to show you the other one in a minute, but I have another purple one, and it was purple and pink, and something came in and ate them because I put them next to the woods. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I provided a buffet for some animal because they ate all of them. So I'll show that to you in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to come in and clean all of this up. I did it in my previous video. I was showing you my hibiscus update video. If you saw that, I told you that all the grass is here. I pretty much left gaps in the grass, and left gaps to overlap the cardboard, and I didn't. So all the grass started growing through the gaps that I left, as well as I ran out of mulch and I never got to finish it. And I left gaps over there. So there we go, weeds with my cabbage. So the cabbages are starting to brown. So I'm going to take them and put them in the shade garden, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And all these pansies, because it's getting hot over here, they're doing good right now. But I'm going to move them to the shade garden as well, because these are more of a cool flower. But look how pretty the pansies are. So just stay tuned. I'm going to come in and clean this up. So I'm not going to have too many flowers here, because I want right here is going to be my like a herb garden. I want it to be raised garden, like a raised garden bed, and have herbs and stuff in there on this side. And I want to keep my hibiscus there, and of course a few little flowers, but mostly it's going to be herbs and vegetables. Hi Brady, that's going to be in my little section right here. Alright, let me show you the other hibiscus. Bye hibiscus. Alright, so here is my work in progress woodland garden that I'm working on getting cleaned up and having some space. I'm checking for snakes because it's that time, and we're going to be right at the edge of the woods today because yeah. So this is the other hibiscus. It's a bit smaller than the other one, but this one is also filled with buds as well. Look at that, 1, 2, and I lost count because they're everywhere. And guys, remember how I did that video cutting back your mums for more blooms? Yeah, I'm getting more blooms, but it wasn't for the same season. That was last fall I cut them back. Look, here go the more blooms that's coming in. Lots more blooms. So I'm going to see if it's as full as it was when I purchased it from the big box store. I think I got these Costco, but there's a lot of buds on there. So I still need to come in and plant them. This one, is this even planted? It's not even planted, but it took root to the ground. Like I just left it here and it's blooming already, and those have buds and it's attached itself to the ground, so it's not even planted in the ground. But another to-do list on my garden jobs to-do list that I have to do is get these mums planted. I don't much know where I'm going to put them yet. You know what it is? I'm not done cleaning out here. That's why, and they're supposed to be over here. So work in progress. So this is going to be my fairy garden area here, and I'm going to have a flower on top of there, probably Supertunia bubblegum trailing over. That's the idea for that. There's also a log here that goes all. That's actually that tree that the previous homeowner cut down. I guess it just left it there. That's going to be too hard to lift, so it's going to be part of the natural woods. And I actually have some seeds I need to come in and plant. There's going to be another video. This is my yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I still need to get it in the ground. I need to finish getting this cleared out. This is a mixture of random plants. I have my bubblegum in here and my silverberry. These were in the front, and I took 2 of them out, as well as my dianthus are in here. And this is my sun patient that I had from last year that's coming back, and my tea plant. So I just have all of these in here. This is full sun, so I'm actually just it's like a testing spot to see how they do in the full sun. I transplanted them in here, and what prompted me was one of my garden friends was saying that they live in Tampa in zone 9 as well, but whenever they plant them in full sun, they die. So I'm testing this out for you. I will keep you posted, let you know how it does. I haven't been doing a good job taking care of it yet. I need to give it some more water, but it's here in full sun being tested out, and I'll keep you posted on that as well. All right, so this is an area that I started to clear out. I'm not finished as yet. These vines, look at that. It's like literally choking the tree. You can almost see the tree that's right there because all the vines cover it up. Like I got all the vines cleared from over there, and I'm up to here. Like this is how far I got cleared out. And I'm more skeptical now because I know the snakes are awake, and I'm worried that the snakes are over there. Oh my goodness, my Pugster blue butterfly bush was all toppled over. I need to come in and plant this as well, which may just be planted right here. How did it get toppled over? It's heavy. Probably an animal. Some animal. So that's going to be right there next to my mandevilla. So these two mandevillas are going to be climbing up this tree, however far they go, however far they reach. In fact, I may stop right there and have them cross over on each other. That's a good height. But that's the goal. Now, the only concern is these mandevillas are hardy in zones 10 and above, 10 to 11, because they don't do well below, I think, either 30 degrees or 40 degrees. Let me double check. They don't do well in cold climates. Let's see here, white mandevilla. Cold hardy, 30 to 20 degrees. Non-hardies in zone 1 to... Really? Oh my god. I thought this whole time it was... I can plant it in the ground because I had them in a container because I was planning on bringing them inside to help protect them. But it says it's cold hardy in zones 30 to 20. And we get in the 20s here in North Florida. But these are hardy in zones 9 and above, guys. So my mandevilla will be climbing up the tree. I need to find a good space to plant it because I want to plant it close to the tree, but I don't want the tree to suck all the water out. So I need to come in and figure that out. And then they'll be climbing. So I'm going to plant this in the ground. This is my meteor shower. It's a verbena. Yep, it's a verbena. My meteor shower verbena. I was going to put it in the container, but I couldn't find a second one, so I'm just going to put it in the ground. Did something come and eat all the dahlias? Yes. Something came and ate all the dahlias. Oh my gosh, guys. Look. Something came and ate all the dahlias. You remember in my last video, I was telling you something ate oh my gosh, I'm sad. I'm so sad I can't talk. Oh, that's so disappointing. What in the world eats dahlias? Look at this. It's chewed off. This is into the ground. Something came in and ate all. Look at this. Something ate it. So I just planted a whole buffet for some animal. They came in. So whatever knocked down that Pugster blue butterfly bush came in and chewed on all the dahlias. Look. They ate it off. It's gone. Like even like where all these tall sticks are, these are the sticks I got from my hibiscus, where they were. They ate it all. And I got my cafe au lait. And I was going to plant it over here. Now I'm like, nope. So yeah. We don't have deer. So I know it's not a deer. What else eats dahlias, guys? Comment below. Something came and ate all the dahlias. So I made this whole section right here just for the dahlias. Like I cleared it out because it was not hot, because I had it in the front, and last year my dahlias did not do good because it was so hot, so they got burnt and they weren't doing a good job there. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And yeah, all right, animal, that was your one and only buffet because I won't be planting any more dahlias over here. So here was my first hint was, and this is why these are on planter, because on the planter stands, because these are my other ranunculus. I had, and I'll insert a clip here so you can see what it looked like, but this is the purple ranunculus, and I had this one over there. There was on the ground, and it was filled with blooms, with buds, but it was pink, and something came the next day before I could even get a picture of it, and ate all the buds off. So I put this one up and I was able to see what this one looked like, just the one on the planter stand. So they couldn't eat anymore. So my question was, I wonder if whatever ate the ranunculus also eats dahlias, because I have a whole bunch of dahlias that are coming up. Will they eat them? And lo and behold, guys, like seriously, look, they're all gone. Like gone. I wonder if I get a tomato cage that will protect them. Whoever has rodents or any animals in their yard other than deer that eats their dahlias, what do you do to protect your dahlias? Because I'm not digging them up. Look at this. They're eaten down to the ground. And those were, I came in and I did the pinching back and everything. And we're going to start over. And I was going to get tomato cage. I'm trying to figure out what tomato cage will be, because I'm not sure how big this animal is that was eating them. What I was worried about getting eaten was these. I'm like, okay, I might have rabbits. They may come and eat these because these are lettuce. And these are still here. All the lettuce are still there. Caladiums are still there. So these are my heart-to-heart caladiums, snow flurry by Proven Winners. And I have a propagated in the summer hydrangea here. I don't think it made it from the frost. I'll keep an eye on it. In fact, I'll just leave it in there for the rest of the season. But I don't think it made it. I think it's gone, guys. Okay, there's no leaf or anything coming in. It's also in the shade. That could be another factor as well. And I'm going to bring the other kale cabbages over here and put them in this location as well. But my pride and joy, one of my pride and joy, my mammoth elephant ears. I'm so excited for them. They're coming in. Look at that. That's the smallest one. Okay, go to the bigger one. Wait, let me set her up for her big debut. Ready? Bam! Look at this. The leaves are getting so much bigger. I'm loving checking like this one got beat up by the rain. We had a lot of rain and that leaf got beat up, but we have 3 more leaves. They're all unfurled. And another thing we have over here is my little lime hydrangea. Look at all the little green coming in. So exciting. This is my little lime hydrangea. And I have a limelight hydrangea over there. It's in a container because I'm not sure if it's going to like the spot here, because it's a lot of shade. It has dappled sun. So if it doesn't do well, I'm going to have to move it. So that's the reason why it's in a container. Guys, I'm still bummed about my dahlia. Like, they can't even eat it. I'm not seeing any green on any of these sticks as yet, but I'll give it some time. If, like I say, if it doesn't do well in the shade, I'll come in and move it. But this is Florida, and our heat is on another level. Like, it's hot right now. Over here is still pretty cool. It's a bit overcasted today. It's sprinkling, so it may be doing well. I will see. But like I said, I'll keep you guys posted and I'll keep an eye on it. But guys, my dahlias, like, this was supposed to be like a colorful section. I'm going to put a cafe au lait over here, but I'm going to put it on a stand and put it in a container. I'm so glad I didn't plant it yet. I would have been crying because I love my cafe au lait. Did not even bloom last year. It was so hot that it did not bloom at all. A lot of my dahlias didn't bloom. So yeah. On a happier note, the shade garden is coming along. And I got a lot of the area cleared away. Goodbye, dahlias. Guys, if you have something to, oh, you know what those things are called? kiosh. It looks like trash baskets that you put. I seen people put them over dahlia, but that wouldn't work because the dahlias are too big for that. I'm gonna have to find a solution to come in. I'm looking at them. They're literally stems. They came in at them. Who does that? Darn you animals. This is not a buffet. Wow. Alright guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for all the tips and for following me along on my garden journey. I'm a beginner gardener, so all your tips really do help. And I'm trying to smile and laugh, but I'm really sad about the dahlias. And I'm trying not to end this video on a sad note. But I'm really sad, guys. All the dahlias are gone. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.